So let's get into your moon energy. Now, this could be first half, second half. This could be energies together or separately. Just depends on your situation. But the first one I got is a new moon. So for a lot of you, a lot of new things are starting in your life. If you're needing the answer to something that you've been waiting for to come in, the answer is going to be yes. As far as the new moon, this is definitely a new start on the way. This is a time to feel a lot more hopeful about what's going on in your life. This is a big time to start manifesting in the first beginning of March. This is also a big deal of forgetting about the past, because the second moon energy that I have for you is the full moon in Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio. It doesn't have to be that. It could be something that's rather emotional that you're letting go, but it is saying it is time to release negativity. So some of you are starting over again and releasing anything negative or toxic in your life in the month of March here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we are looking at your shadow energy, and it is the Seven of Cups. All right. So the shadow energy is very important to me because it's telling about the overall energy of this reading. There's telling me there's a lot of temptation. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of choices that is to be made here. And you may feel like it's overwhelming. Another thing, for some of you who are coming into new opportunities, please be aware of greed, okay? Because the Seven of Cups could talk about overindulging or something, going full force without really reading the fine print. So this is a need to read the fine print of any opportunities that come into your life here. Make sure you get details and information, because all offers are not good offers that are on the table here, but there is some success for a lot of you that is coming with this Seven of Cups. This could be an overwhelming energy that's coming in with all sorts of things, okay? But this is also a time of maybe being confused. I am going to put that up there because this is the overall energy of how everything will go here. All right. So when it comes to your first house, which is your personality for the month of March, we have the Ace of Wands. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. So this is that new start coming. Some of you are going to get a new burst of energy. You're going to feel like a new person. You're going to have this new personality. You're going to be able to get up and go and do things. Some of you, this is going to be a new career, a new business venture, something very exciting and passionate coming into your life. But this is you. So this is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel renewed, happy. This is definitely clearing out negative energy with that Ace of Wands. This is a positive energy emerging. Whatever blocks that you have had at first, they're definitely going to decline at this time. But with this energy, you're very attractive, okay? Capricorn, you're going to be very attractive. So that's why I'm saying with that Seven of Cups energy, we need to be very aware of who we're letting into our energy, okay? Because this is people going to magnetically gravitate to you just because of your positive energy. So make sure that we know the difference between negative and toxic and people that are actually aligned with us, okay? So the second house, when we're talking about finances, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, that is that some of you could be in a relationship. You could be getting married into money. But this is definitely a stable home, a stable environment when it comes to finances here. This is definitely prosperity and financial security. Some of you could be reaping from some property if you're selling your home, if you're moving, but it's definitely satisfaction. So that's really good to see. All right. But what I do want to say also with that Seven of Cups, just because we're at a secure place, just because we have our financial security, let's make sure we do not overspend, okay? Make sure Seven of Cups energy, it is the shadows. Make sure we're not overspending, overdoing, overindulging in anything to where, you know, as fast as it comes in, it leaves. So make sure of that. All right. So next, when it comes to the third house, which is like our relatives and our family, everything looks accordingly. So some of you may have some legal allegations with family members or relatives, people who are close to you, and it looks like it goes in your favor. Also, this just means like your family life, your relatives, things like that. If you've had issues with them, things will be balanced out. Definitely karma coming in here, okay? So a kind act of karma that is going to go in your favor. So whatever it is, you know, that has been done in the past, things will definitely be balanced out. So it could be, I just see all balance here. You know, there's a new energy with you. Things are balanced in the financial, coming into balance with financial and with family. So everything is working. Some of you are getting married. Okay, some of you, this new spunk of energy, there's some sense of marriage with the Four of Wands and the Justice card. Okay, so there may be some surprises there for some of you. Okay, now let's talk about the home, and this is just your base here. This is your home. Nine of Cups. You are satisfied. Definitely satisfied. So whatever this new moon is bringing so much abundance. Okay, so much abundance here. Now, let's talk about, the reason why I set it up like this, because your first, second, third, and fourth house is pretty much just what's going to make up the energy of the rest of the reading. Everything else is pretty much the extras that's going on around you, but this is your base. So your base is looking very beautiful for the month of March, okay? Some signs that I see here is Libra, of course, Scorpio, but nothing specifically here. But like I'm saying, there's a big thing about greed. So make sure that we're being aware of anybody who is greedy, or it's the thing of having, because you're going to have the Nine of Cups can be overindulging. It can be pleasure. It's having everything that you want, but there's a big need not to overdo it. Okay. So if some of you, you know, you're coming into your income tax, or you're coming into some type of financial abundance, it's just not to go overboard with it. Okay. But emotionally and energetically, you're balanced out. So next, let's talk about love and relationships. We have the Three of Cups. Some of you are really like getting married or engaged or hanging out with friends, having a good time. Some of you are dating with Three of Cups, and it looks like it's going to be successful. If you're in a relationship now, it's going to be fun. It's going to be free, fun-loving, everything like that. It's very positive. Okay. Even if you're single, it's a very positive time to engage and to be social. If you haven't been social before, you could find the love of your life out there this month in March just by going out and engaging with people. Okay. So the next, we have health here. Health, we have the Magician. All right. So this is just a warning that you need momentum. Okay. This is kind of finding small ways to become active in the pursuit of the overall body and emotional health. But here you have everything that you need. So this is just to remain active. Okay, and do not lose the desire. And if you do lack desire, that can possibly lead to a sadness on a sadness or a slight depression. So it's about staying active. Okay. So the next thing that we're dealing with is marriage and partnership. So this could be business or romantic. It can be both. We have the Temperance. So for those of you, it's a business. It will be going smoothly. For those of you, it is a marriage. It balances itself out. Whatever you guys need to compromise, you get along just fine. Everything works fine. I also see the sign of Sagittarius here. Okay. So next we have the sex, death, and regeneration. Usually this is a rebirth. 10 of Pentacles, financial stability. Something with finances is coming back around to a lot of you. That maybe there was some issues with it, or there were some secrets around it. But now it is starting to come back. There's a sense of family too. So some of you may be compromising. You're finally getting along with your family. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be having a good time. You're coming back together with somebody is what I feel like. Or you're meeting somebody new that it works for you. And this doesn't have to be romantic. It's just in general. Like your close-knit environment is really, really good. Okay? So the next thing we have is your higher self. Okay, so right now your higher, so you may be having some dreams that may be revealing things to you about maybe things that have happened, because what's coming back is something about financial circumstances or about family members. And that seems to be coming back up in the month of March, because we have the 9 of Swords energy here. So this is definitely your higher self is trying to cut out the stress here and cut out the negativity. So this is why we have that full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release the negativity, and that's exactly what your higher self is trying to put you to do, is to cut out those old patterns, those old ways, people, places, things, and situations. So that's what they're going to be up to. So if you're feeling like you have a little bit of anxiety, worry, and you're not sure as of why, your higher self is really working to get your mental stability together. Okay. So next we have career. Career is a little tough here. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands. It may not be tough. Some of you may be trying to work together with somebody. Like I've already said, especially if you have a partnership, it seems like it will be coming together after having a lot of different opinions with you and somebody else. But the 5 of Wands could be finally coming to a calm and learning how to work with somebody. For some of you, it could be in the workplace where there's just so many opinions and there may be some arguments, disagreements. There could be some falling out when it comes to career as well. Some of you could be trying to pick what it is that you really, really want to do. Because at this time, that Ace of Wands also represents creativity. Okay, and when you get a new energy, you kind of get to the point, 7 of Cups, do I really want to stay at this job that I'm at? Does it fill my desires? Is it something I could do for a long time? We're at a spot where we're kind of conflicted. Okay. So it looks like your personal life is fine, but when it comes to your career or your job here, it's just a little testy. But that's because things are changing all around you, and you're going to want a full change. So you're going to want to know, is this career, job, what I should be doing? Is there something that I need to change, rearrange at this time to get everything on one accord? Also, it could be, competition, arguments about money, or arguments about how you work in your job or how you work in the career that you do. But it's just time to settle it, because this is about change. So a lot will be changing in your career environment. Okay. So the next thing we have is your social relationships. We have the 2 of Swords. Okay, so somebody that you socialize with or just your social environment is going to be very, you're going to kind of be feeling stuck, because some of you may have to decide or choose, especially when it comes over to here. If you're releasing something negative, there may have to be a choice with the 7 of Cups that you have to make. And if you make that right decision, it looks like things work out very good for you. And a lot of you are, since this is actually showing. And I'm telling you, it could be guaranteed success, because somebody is leaving your life. And I feel like you're going to have to make a really big decision on how you want to go with this as far as social relationships. Family, friend, lover, however. Okay. And then we have our hidden things. So what we do not know. We have the Devil here. Okay, that's that negative energy. That's that greed. That's that temptation. This is something that you have to watch out for. And what I read together is this 12th house and this 8th house here. Okay, So 12th house and 8th house, I read together. So this is what we're cutting out, this negative energy, okay? I'm gonna put it like this. We're cutting out that toxicity. But what I'm feeling is when you're at a good energy like this, when things start to work out for you this month and you're like, okay, I'm feeling a lot more relaxed. I'm feeling new beginnings coming. You know, I'm ready to let go of all that old stuff. Here comes temptation. Here comes greed. Here comes materialism. Here comes wonderful, beautiful offers, but they come, read the fine print of anybody, any situation, anything that you will attach yourself to. There's a need to be cautious there. Okay, so even your higher self is trying to get you to cut out something that is not for you. And they're doing this because they need you to think clearly. Because behind the Seven of Cups, I do have in the shadow energy the Ace of Swords. We're needing you to have a clear mind when you make this decision in your social life. Okay? Very important. But overall, it is very beautiful. You are guaranteed success in whatever you're striving for if we release that negative energy. If we let that temptation come, there still could be a level of success, but there's going to be a delay. Okay, there's going to be a delay. Yeah. Because this new energy comes from making your final decisions here. Okay. And what you don't know, your hidden things, your 12th house is that devil energy. So some of you don't know it's coming. You don't know that it's around. You don't even know that it exists. But when somebody or something sees you at a really good place in your life, that just is a test. And it pops up. And that's why we have that Seven of Cups.